purse, but you always could be successful whatever you put your mind to. Are you guys in here with me? Yes. And so I grew up learning those values and understanding that. Go ahead and click these down really fast. That you got to understand that faith, you got to have family, you got to have some faith, you got to have some respect, you got to have some pride, you got to have some competition. Now let me go over this really fast. A lot of people come to me a lot of time, Mario, and they say, what do you mean family? I can't put my family on the side. No, you got to put your family on the side because you're not getting them what they need to have. Wow. Yeah. You catch that on the way home, right? A lot of times we got this thing called a job. It's called just over broke. And a lot of times we work these situations, and I have went through a whole lot of situations with that, but never got to the core of where I really wanted to go. You see, I have children, so I have to have a lot of faith. I have to have my faith in perspective because I have to make sure that I'm in alignment with God so that way I can be able to perform the things that I need to perform. Are you right here? Say yes. Yes. Respect. You can't win in our business without respect, but if you have respect and you give respect, then it's going to be easy for you to be respectable. Right. See, I'm a respectable businessman because I give respect to anybody who I come in contact. The lowest client, the newest person, doesn't matter if you made -5 cents, you're going to get full respect from me. I'm never going to treat you any different. So everybody in here in this Lion Star Financial Group, we respect and love each other. But then you got to take some pride in what you do. See, I don't work at this business. I don't try it out for fun. I'm not doing this. I'm leaving a legacy behind. See, I got 3 daughters. So yeah. You know, my pockets got to get deep real quick, right? And so I got to make sure that I have a lot of pride in what I do. So when I'm out there marketing myself to the world, I'm letting everybody know that we have a crusade to change people's lives, and we can protect people from market volatility and all the other things that can hurt them. And then last but not least, if you know me, I'm super, super competitive, right? And if you haven't got no, how many of you guys are competitive in here tonight? You know, even if you didn't raise your hand, you're still competitive. Let somebody take your purse, you will fight them and get it back. You will have a competition. And you will be in competition right there. Next slide, please. All right? So understanding this, that my journey, you know, oh, yeah. That's me with my mustache back there. But anyway, as I say again, my mom and dad who raised me, prepared me a long time ago to get up and talk. You know, we had to get up in church and we had to do these things, and I played basketball, and then I did the educational system. I went out and got all those loans. I got 3 degrees, went all the way to the top of a corporation, made over $300,000 a year. And what did I find out? I'll tell you what I find out, that I had to even hustle harder to pay them back for the education that they said I could get a lot of money to make when I made it. You catch that on the way home, right? And so basically I got into a job and made $300,000 a year at a job to find out that Uncle Sam almost wanted half of it back. You know, I'm a black man. I was kind of hurt about that. What are you talking about? I got to give you half of it back. That's kind of how I really got started. Click the next slide really fast. You can understand this, that fatherhood, I love my kids. Boy, I love my kids. I spend a lot of time in this business providing me an opportunity to go back and be a father to my kids. Can you imagine? My daughter Faith, she hangs out with Mario and Lisa. But you know what she understands? When daddy walks in the room, everything is okay. See, that's a different type of feeling because I'm not spending 60 to 70 hours away from her all the time. Yeah. See, I understand the value of not the TV raising my kids. Wow. I understand the value of a computer not raising my kids. Wow. I understand the value of not having the world outside raise my kids. Yeah. So this business has provided me the opportunity to not only get my kids in my life and get that alignment, but to be present. Everybody say present. Present. Ain't they so cute?
They're so cute.
A lot of money, y'all. All right? Go ahead, give me the next slide, right? So we understand this, that back in 2014, I thought I had everything together. And basically, I was telling Washburn, no. Went to work one day, Genevieve, and what happened? They said, Mr. Rubin, come in here with your fancy suit on. I said, oh my God, we're getting a raise. Walked into the boardroom, Mario, what did they say? We lost all of your retirement. $400,000 gone from my account. Yeah. Gone. Everybody say poof. Poof. If you got a 401k, you might want to talk to me after, right? Because it might go poof, right? But that happened to me, and I lost all of that money, but I have been denying Washmo all of that time. And what happened? Hit the next slide. Right when that happened to me, I reached down in my pocket, and I had known that I lost over 90% of my investment. I was totally upset. I didn't know what to do. I reached down in my pocket, and what did I find? That card that Washma gave me a year prior. You know how when you don't dry clean your suits? So I actually got her, and that's how I got here, right? I came into this business, and I found that card, and I said, hey, Washma, I'm interested in coming down here now to change my life. I'm open wide now because I've been to 3 schools. I done already took out 3 loans. I done already made $300,000, found out I had to give half my money back. So now I'm kind of open-minded. So I came here with an open mind, and that's what I'm asking you to do today. Right. If you're here for the first time, just have an open mind. Understand this. Can I say this without getting in trouble, Mario? I hope I can say this. Let's say you come into business with us. What's the worst thing that can happen? You don't like my business, and then you go back to the slavery system anyway. They will always welcome you back. I have proof. Just the other day, somebody called me and said, you want your old job back? I was like, hell no. Anyway, let's go to the next one, right? All right? Next slide, please, here. So being successful in our business. 3 years later in this business. 3 years later in this business. Go ahead and get the next slide. You gotta know we're an executive marketing director, right? Only 5% of the people that ever hit broker in our position go to an executive marketing director. Get the next part. $500,000 in 3.5 years. Say it again, Pastor. $500,000, right? So we're now crossing $500,000, and now we're going to 7 figures. See, Mario taught me a long time ago, half of something ain't really nothing. So we got to hurry up and figure that part out, right? Go ahead, get the next thing, right? 1 million point base shop. So we're already running a $1 million business in 3 years. So I'm going to get to the point on how to do it, but isn't that kind of cool? Can y'all give it up for me for that? Yeah. Not bad from a few of you guys who came from a tough neighborhood in San Francisco. Go ahead, next slide. So what we do, why WFG? Why? Why us? Why would you want to come and join our company? Go ahead and hit the next slide. There's a couple of reasons why. See, this is how you're looking right now. I busted you, huh? This is how you're feeling on the inside of your head. You're saying they put the guy up there in the gray suit to do this to me, right? I can't wait to get back. Go ahead. Next slide, right? You actually understand that when it comes to our company, there's a bunch of things that you can actually achieve and do. When the next slide comes up, I'll tell you, right? Ownership. Everybody say ownership. Ownership. When's the last time somebody came knocking on your door to get you to run and own your own business? Never. When's the last time somebody came and said you could have a job, work part-time, still run your own business? Let me ask you a question. How many jobs does most people work in California? 2 to 3. Yeah. Yes. That's correct. A lot of my Silicon Valley people are now coming in here joining our business. Why? It's so expensive. They got me to move to San Jose, and then they told me that to buy a house here, you have to make $235,000 a year. But here, you can own your own business. You can give yourself a raise every year. You can change your last name. You can change your life. You can own your own franchise and grow it as big as you want. Next slide, please. Right? There's no overhead costs. You can own your own business. There's no growth limitations. Let me tell you about growth limitations. When they first brought me into the business, they said, Leland, it's unlimited income. So you guys know I'm from San Francisco, so I said, yeah, right. All right? But the bottom line was that over the last year, we've crossed over 6 figures a few times in just 30 days. Wow. Mm-hmm. Y'all didn't hear that part, right? Yeah, in 30 days. Over $80,000, right? Over 3 to 4 times in the last year. Next year, we're going to do it we're going to try to go for it every year because it's unlimited. Say unlimited. Unlimited. But you can leave generational wealth. See, guys, I figured out something, Danielle. I found out something. The Lord blessed me with all these kids, but He also blessed me smart enough to understand that I need to leave a thing called a legacy. Yeah. See, when it's all said and done and I'm not doing this no more, my kids can actually take over my business. Right. Mm-hmm. I can pass my business to my kids. I can build it as big as I want to build it, and I can pass it. Now, question, I'm not going to ask you that question, but I'll ask me that question. Could I have done that with my job? No. No, I couldn't have, right? So generational wealth, and then the ability to own your own business, but there's no overhead costs to come in here. Guys, let me tell you something. Right now, we're in the world that you can actually own multiple businesses inside our business. What do I mean? You can have multiple locations. You can have multiple offices. You can have thousands of agents. You can grow your business as big as you want to get it. And everybody say big. Big. Now, question for you, and I'm going to move on really fast. When's the last time you started dreaming again? Wow. When you were young, you used to have a whole bunch of dreams. Who took your dreams away?
Job.
All right. Save that and answer later, all right? Okay? So you can get responsibility to build leaders. You got the ability to build a company on an international level because we're not a small company. We're a worldwide company. So why WFG? Because you have the greatest opportunities to change your last name forever. You have the greatest opportunities to build a business. You have the greatest opportunity to leave a legacy. My whole life I wanted to do something big. Sorry, I'm getting kind of pumped up. But I've always wanted to do something big. They said you're going to make it in basketball. Didn't pan out. They said you're going to make it some other arenas. Didn't pan out. I found this business and guess what? It's panning out, y'all. It's panning out. Let's go to the next slide here. Right? You want to understand some things here? You can always grow your income. Who knows about those 4% or 3% raises every year? Just enough to go buy you another Starbucks cup, Right here. But on unlimited income, we understand that we're doubling the state of the income right now, the medium of the state. The state of California only pays $54,000 as a medium as an entire state. So you come in here part-time, you can actually make an extra $50,000 part-time, and a lot of our part-timers make six figures. So we're trying to bring back the opportunity for people to put more money back into their homes. You see, I deal with thousands and thousands of clients all the time, and you know one of the number one things that they always talk to me? What's the number one thing people complain about at their job? They don't what? They don't make enough. It's not enough. Right? We offer that. Instead of you having to work 2 or 3 jobs, why not own your own business, okay? There's a lot of ways for you to get paid here. There's over 5 ways for you to get paid. I'm not going to go into all the details. But all I'm going to tell you is this. If you're somebody that wants to start experiencing some dreams, some growth, some income, some legacy, some wealth, some stability, do I need to keep going? All right. I'll keep going. Okay. Great. Let's go to the next slide. All right? So you got to understand here. With our company, not only is it unlimited, but pay attention to if you don't hear anything else I say here today, pay attention to this, guys. Everybody say, wow. Wow. We're in the thing called the revolution in distribution. And what that means is that you look at a company like Uber. What's the number one thing that Uber doesn't own? They don't own any cars. But they're number one taxi service in the United States. You look at a company like Amazon. They took out Walmart last year, but they don't own any stores. They basically own the distribution. You look at our company right now. Our company is the largest distributor of financial service products, and we don't own any of them, which means that we can help anybody. We can help the low class, the middle class, the higher class. It doesn't matter. There is nobody that we can't sit down, and everybody repeat after me. We do it for free. Do it for free. Yeah, I can sit down with you for free and teach you how to strategize your money. Y'all ought to get excited about that, right? Because if you go down to Charles Schwab with $20,000, you know what they're going to tell you? Go to the website. So what we basically don't do is we don't leave no family left behind. We don't leave people out in the cold. We don't leave people out in the dark. We don't leave people unsettled. We don't let people just say, oh, you got written off, so you didn't really know what you were doing. Guys, hear me on this. The revolution distribution in our Bay Area and the South Bay, over the next 5 years, $12 trillion will exchange hands for retirement money. And guess what? Our company is smack dab in the middle of it. Yeah. So it's all about timing, being in the right place at the right time. So when I came into this business, one of the things that I found out is that we have no competitors. We don't have competitors here. Who's our competitor? Our biggest competitor is ourselves. I don't compete with people. I don't compete with other companies. I compete every company. I got products that I do flips around other companies. And basically, I don't have to compete with them because I have so many at my hand, where most people are captive people and they can only sell certain types of things. So when you understand that it's so easy for you to basically get started in here, it's so easy to say, what? What? That's how you ought to be feeling right now. All right? Right? But when I first came here, these are the facts. Hopefully you guys don't go through these too fast, but these are some of the facts. If you think financial education is expensive, try financial ignorance. That's very expensive, right? We are the crusaders against financial ignorance. So let's think about some facts. 62% of households with children wish they had life insurance. 56% of Americans save less than $10,000. 90% of all LI policies have no long-term care. When you look at the facts, 34% of all Americans are unable to even cover a simple emergency fund. These are all the people who I help. I'm not going out there trying to trick nobody. People are messed up. So when we talk to them, all we do is say, hey, do you want to have a government-owned retirement, or do you want to have one for yourself? Do you want to have some money at retirement, or just want to be broke? Do you want to pay yourself, or do you want to basically have interest rates for the rest of your life? I don't know, pick one. All right? My God. All right, so we understand the solution really is us. We are the solution. We're the ones that are out there. We're the ones that basically can solve those problems for people when they're actually losing their money and losing their retirements. But a lot of people come to me, they always ask me, hey, Leland, what's your mindset? How'd you make this money so fast? How'd you push yourself so fast? A lot of it starts in my mindset. Number one, I do a lot of self-development. A lot of self-development, because we promote a lot of self-development here. See, you don't come into our business just to make money. You come into our business to become a better person. You come into our business to be a better family person. You come into our business to be a better husband, a better son, a better wife. So we do a lot of self-development. Number two, I have a whatever it takes mentality. I don't care if it's rain, sleet, or snow, I am on it. I have my priorities in place. So I don't let the littlest thing. How many of you guys like barbecue? Y'all need to stop going on in barbecues. Right? So when they call me for the barbecue, when they call me for the baby shower, when they call me for all those other things, I say, I got a whatever it takes mentality. Sorry, I'll see you when I get to my goal. All right? My business is my ministry. So I think a lot about my ministry a lot of times when I'm helping people. You know, Proverbs 19 says that a good man leaves a legacy for his children's children's children. So a lot of times when I'm trying to help people, I understand that it's part of my ministry. We're trying to fight against financial ignorance. We're trying to fight against people who are not having a whole lot of things. Every day I'm fighting against that. And you got to learn that we get an opportunity to promote ourselves. You see, I get to promote myself to the world, trying to help people that really don't understand how they're getting burned. How many people saw the market crash the other day? Yeah. Right? And all it is just another story. But if you were to go look into their bank accounts, if you were to go into their homes, if you were to go into their cupboards or their child's college plan, you would really understand how hurt they are. You see, we're trying to take off those masks that a lot of people have and try to get people to where they need to go so we can get to the truth and build you up. Say yes. Yes. That's what we do. So you got to develop your mindset. And the last but not least one is that if you are afraid, then all you got to do is go do it. When I came in here, I moved aside my fears and I went after it. So that's just a little bit about my mindset. But this could be you. All of you that are here today, this could be you. You know, senior marketing director, $100K in a month, one of the fastest to $500,000 ring, record-breaking 100,000, blah, blah, blah. You know what, Monica Lee? I believe in you. I think that you can go to the next level. You know what, Danielle? I believe that you're going to be the next EMD, not just SMD. You know what, Dr. Leah? I believe that you can be one of the highest paid people that ever come out of my program or out of my base shop. You know what, Brandon Cole? I already know that you're going to do big and great things. You know what, Cesar Gomez? It doesn't matter how slow you start, it's how fast you finish. I believe in my people because blessed is the man that endured temptation, for when he is tried, he shall receive the crown of life, which the Lord hath promised to them that love him. So I believe that when you move the things out of your way, you can get to where you want to go. Say yes.
Yes.
I'm almost out of here. All right? So our vision for next year is that we're going to be an EDC team.
Yes.
We're going to do 1.5 million in income. Yes. We're going to have 300 licensed agents. Yes. We're going to open up 3 new locations. Yes. We're going to promote another 6 to 10 SMDs. All right? And the reason why we have that vision, because we know that we're a family and we're going to do it together. But I want to leave you with this thought process, guys. My time is just about out. Most people in life carry their mountains. What we allow you to do here is we allow you to help you climb them. Stop carrying your mountains and start climbing them. Start moving the mountains aside that keep on holding you back. Start pushing yourself to the limit to where you know you can go. Your family deserves it. I believe in you. Mario believes in you. Watson believes in you. Lisa believes in you. All of us believe in you. And guess what? God knows that he wants you to have more. Thank you so much for your time.